Yeah, I mean, capitalism is a motherfucker. I mean, it's how we all need some money. It's a means to an end. We all need food in our fridge, and this country doesn't take care of people. It doesn't take care of the poor. The working poor are struggling in this country. Middle class people are struggling right now. My friends with degrees have been fired, and some of them can't find work. And these are people with like master's degrees and all kinds of undergraduate degrees, and have academics and things. A lot of black women and black men have been fired. They don't talk about black men getting fired. Black men have been fired in the corporate world too. So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult times, but but you can't worship the dollar. I mean, I've never been an artist that cared about making money. I turned deals down. I've just recently turned down a gig just based on my integrity as a person. And it's not like I have it like that where I could just turn money down, but I do have it like that where I could just turn money down.
Right.
And I do.
Tell us more about that. I know that you might not want to disclose every single detail, but going around the details that you don't want to disclose, tell us more.
Yeah, it's just a big corporate figure. I do a lot. I've been doing corporate storytelling for a long time. So a lot of corporations from the big three to Amazon to all kinds of folks have asked me to do different things. And I wrote the Pure Michigan campaign for my state. I'm the Detroit Poet Laureate. People don't know that, but Detroit is my home. And so I know how to write about the city that I love. But when I'm asked to show up, and this is not just now, this is in general, especially when black people ask me to come somewhere, and I guess white people are going to be in the audience. And this happened to me, 20 years ago too. And they were like, I've been asked to send my poems in advance. If anybody asks me to send my poems in advance, I'm not doing a gig.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a gig. I'm like, I've been doing this long enough. If you don't, my weight is in what I've done already. I'm not sending you my CV. You're calling me because you know who I am, right?
Yeah.
Don't ask me to you're not gonna censor me. I'm not gonna cater. I show up as myself at all times. So if you're gonna send me language saying, just so you know, because it's these DEI things that people in the corporate world are dealing with. It's really, really unfortunate and very sad that our people who have to work. Now, I'm spoiled. You know what I mean? I've been an artist for 30 years. I don't work for a corporation. I build corporations around my art. And so I have a lot of empathy and I don't have a lot of understanding, but I understand they're trying to keep their lights on too.
Yeah.
And they're working for these folks, telling them, to bring black artists into a space, they have to have there's all these rules now, but I never follow those rules. And I don't care if I'm in Germany, I don't care if I'm in Kansas, I don't care if the audience is all white girls, old white men. I am gonna read my work the same way. And either you love me because of what I bring to the table and because you're trying to expand your mind and what a black girl poet sounds like or what black people, what I care about, you wanna hear from me and hear from my heart. And if you don't wanna hear from that, then I don't want to be there.
I feel that.
And I don't want to be a part of your whatever you trying to do. I don't care about the tablecloths or the fine china or whatever the fuck. I don't care about none of that shit. And so I have had to remove myself from opportunities, right? To, opportunities mean a check, but it's what's more important. And if I cared about just signing in money, I would have signed to a big major white publishing house, a long time ago. And I'm doing more black press now with Amistad, so I can help Brad Warren and Barbara Fant and these other poets get it and build my, so I can't go to the post office no more. I used to go to the post office with Saul's
still do that
book.
over here.
Listen, that's heavy lifting, and I appreciate y'all. I do it for my own things, but for other people's.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to take care of other artists, and I know you're one of those people like me that takes care of other artists. But yeah, I feel really good that I can look in the mirror, and I've had a career, a life work, which is it's more like a life work than it is a career, of being able to turn down things when necessary. But I'm never following no dollar. I need some money, but I take my money and I invest it in myself.
I need $1.
Yeah.
But I need. Shout out to Aloe Black. I was asked to.
I never met him. I like him.
That's my guy. I was asked to turn in my lyrics for review once in my life, and I did it.
And how'd that feel? Did you cure it?
It felt like the right thing to do. I did it to go to Cuba.
That might be different.
And to perform in Cuba, and that's a little bit different circumstances.
And if people are translating my work.
Yeah.
I've done it for translation.
Yeah.
I always make sure it's like not the setup though, like just trying. I remember people have asked me, can you send the work because we want our translator? Because, the sign language translators, which is really important. I've had those people at my shows translating my poetry. And I love the, so I say yes sometimes if it's that, but usually I just say I still just send a couple. I'm doing because sometimes I'm doing hour-long keynotes. Nobody needs all my information like that. So I'll send a few, because a real good interpreter, a signing person, can really do it on the spot. They can hear you and they can interpret the words.
Which side are you on? Get off the fence, son. Which side are you on? Get off the fence, son.